Thank you so much, Simpiwe, and welcome back. As you can see, sun has well and truly risen, and some of the vendors out here doing a roaring trade. The fire is being stoked. You can buy mealies, roasted mealies. You can buy a cup of tea or coffee, and of course also you can hire a chair or even make a photocopy. Everything done right here. So the vendors coming out to meet the needs of those who would be spending most of the day here trying to sort out their resident status. Well, I'm with a resident from, or rather should I say a national from Burundi right now, Hassan Amini. And he's quite happy to go on camera. So what we've been doing all morning is basically shielding people's identity for fear of any sort of reprisal or persecution. But Hassan says to me he's quite happy to show his face because he's been in the country since 2003 and he has been coming to this place for 15 years trying to sort out his status. And at the moment, what I have right now is a temporary asylum seekers permit that expires on Friday, the 20th of September. But let me speak to Hassan so he can tell us his story in his own words. Hassan, thanks for speaking to us. So just give us a sense of what you've been through, why you came to South Africa in 2003 and what you've been through since then.
First, good morning, Sakina. Sakina, I came in this country around 2003. The reason make me to come here, it was a war which we are facing in Burundi, where we've been prosecuted many times. So for fear of my life, I decided to leave the country and come in South Africa. When I reach in South Africa, first I report to police station, and then police station direct me to go to Department of Home Affairs. In that time, I was still in Johannesburg, Bloemfontein. So from there, according to official of Home Affairs, they say they are going to guarantee me to grant me the asylum, which I will spend with it in 6 months. So after 6 months, they will come out with solution. Either they can give me a status or either they can reject me. But since then, I've been in and out, but nothing comes out. It's sometimes they could ask me money just to stand my paper. When I don't have, I could go back. I could spend a year without no paper. But later, I could again have a paper. Thank you, Sakina.
So what would you like to say if the minister is watching, maybe the president is watching, anybody who's watching who can help you and help others who come here to try and get the correct documentation? What would you want to say to them? What is it that is troubling you right now, and what can they do to make this better for you?
Firstly, what can I say? What is troubling me now is how difficult to access the papers in here in South Africa. But if there is a way for officially, as I can hear every day, they are speaking out that they want to fight this xenophobia. And then they must start here inside this Home Affairs. They must start to clean here inside this Home Affairs. Because first xenophobia is happening here. Where to enter inside this building, you have to pay. If you cannot pay, and then you cannot access your things. Thank you, sir.
So this is Hassan Amini, and he's from Burundi, and he, of course, has been coming to the center for the past 15 years, trying to sort out his paperwork and to acquire refugee status unsuccessfully. So currently he's here because his temporary permit actually runs out at the end of this week, at which point he needs to leave the country, essentially. But we will speak to others as well. People, once again, who've had children born here, and they are failing to get the necessary documentation for their children to go to school and even write matric exams. That's how long some people have been waiting on this particular process. And we'll speak to more people around here when we come back to Marabastad. But for now, it's back to Simpiwe. I think it's time for headline news.